Tehachapi mountain upgrade is what I call it. I don't know what it's actually called, but sounds good enough to me. So yeah, I'm just cruising along here in 7th gear, running up this puppy at 25 miles an hour over here in the slow lane. This is just the deal. This is what it's going. This is just part of the deal right here. With an empty trailer, I'd be running up at, probably about 45 to 50. So what do we got going on here? Today is still Thursday, September 24th, and time is 8:13 p.m. Current temperature outside is 73 degrees, which is great for doing this. Much nicer than when doing it in 109 degrees. Far nicer. Because what I end up doing, the truck has an engine fan. So when the temperature starts reaching about 220, 225, actually a little bit less, about 215 degrees. It has this little electric, fan that sits on top of the head, and it basically automatically turns on when it reaches that temperature to kind of help cool things down. And so what I do to kind of help that process along, so that thing doesn't have to work as hard, and it helps keep from overheating, is you crank on the heater full blast inside the cab, and I go ahead and just put it on the defrost setting, because when I put it on my feet end up like burning. So I put it on the defroster, and then that way it's not too bad. And it helps out quite a bit. It's a good way to keep your engine from going into like a full-blown overheat. If you're ever in that situation in the desert or something like that, really high temperatures, you can fire that thing up and just basically roll the windows down and just kind of suffer through it till you make it where you got to go. So obviously when it's super hot out here on this pass, it can get pretty toasty. It can get pretty toasty in this air cab. So anyhow, yeah, it's telling me 70 degrees outside now, so that's even nicer. What was it just a minute ago? Jeez, I thought it said 78. Did I say 78 or 72? No, probably 72. So yeah, that's what's going on. I figured, I don't know, this might be kind of an interesting thing to do in hyperspeed, so I think I might go ahead and do that here in a second. So yeah, what the heck? Let's go ahead and do this hyperspeed here. So I'll see. Oh geez, I don't know, in an hour, maybe 2. All right, enjoy. Okay, we're currently going through Tehachapi. Current elevation is 3,999 feet. And climbing. There you go. Up to 60 miles an hour. Alright. See ya. Had a bit of a flub there. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the camera almost fell over the holder there. Yeah, that, yeah, seems like it took a bit of a tumble. Yeah, unless I edit it out, and then it didn't take a tumble at all, and then you're just wondering what the hell I'm talking about. Yep. So, still trucking along old, Highway 58 here through California City. I think it's California City. Let's see. Mojave. Yep. So, let's see what we got here. I just saw an elevation a second ago. 2,566 feet and D climbing. So, that's the deal. Let's see here. I guess I'm in kind of a weird mood today or something. I didn't get very much sleep last night, to tell you the truth. So if I'm sounding a little off, that's probably why. Yeah, I didn't get into the story of last night a whole bunch, but like I was gonna be taking all day off yesterday was the plan. And that wasn't even my idea. That was the boss's idea. So you're like, you want to take the whole day off? I was like, I guess, sure, you know, whatever. And then we got the windshield replaced, and I went and did my laundry, and he's like, well, let me know when you're done, you know, doing your housekeeping, and whatever. All right. So I did that, and then ate something. So, you know, about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours worth of just, you know, whatever, after the windshield got put in. And then next thing you know, he's going, well, so I can get you a load up to Oregon, or I can get you a load to Reno. And I'm like, whoa. It was like, by that point, I think 6 or 7 p.m., you know, and I had been up since 9 yesterday. And, you know, I'm like, well, wait a minute. You know, that's an all-night thing. I mean, that's a full, you know, 11-hour drive. You know, at least to Oregon it is. To Reno, I guess Reno. You know what? I could have done Reno. I don't know why I didn't do Reno. Huh. But anyways, I was like, yeah, man. I mean, I've been up since 9. I don't think I can put in all the way to Oregon. And he's like, okay, well. So I says, well, so what should I expect the rest of the night off or what? He goes, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I climb back in the rack, and I'm like kind of sitting there, just, I don't know, just kind of trying to fall off or whatever, and then he calls back. He's like, hey, so I actually got a short run for you over to San Jose. You know, I need you to come pick up the trailer over in the yard because one of his other drivers had brought just this small load down from Washington. I guess his trailer had been up there for a little while, for a couple months or something. So he wanted to get it home, and figured, you know, we'll go ahead and put a load in it and get it home. And the other driver delivered it to the yard because the address where the delivery was supposed to be in San Jose wasn't going to be open until 8 this morning, today, as I'm talking to you. So he goes, yeah, so come on over to the yard, I'll meet you there, hook up to this trailer, and, you know, he goes, you can either, you know, crash at the yard and get up early and drive down to San Jose, or you can drive down there and find a place to crash, and, you know, they open up at 8. Okay. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and just drive all the way over there, find a place to crash, and that's where the story got interesting. And I guess it's not, you know, it's not like crazy, but, you know, whatever. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes from the yard, where his yard is, to where I was going in San Jose. And it's like East San Jose, kind of. I guess not East San Jose, more South San Jose. I don't know. So based on what I could tell, you know, there wasn't like great places to park right around there. Usually when I find a place to park for the night, I like to have it near like someplace where I can go use the restroom in the morning, first thing. And so, you know, on a fair amount of occasions, you know, we can get away with, you know, finding a Walmart and parking in Walmart's parking lot. But sometimes these Walmarts have their own private security who, you know, will kick you out of there, you know, if you're you know, doing overnight parking there in their lot. So they'll actually rouse you up if they find you and kick you out, or just not allow you. So I went and found this Walmart Supercenter, and honestly, it wasn't the greatest parking lot to begin with. You know, for a Walmart Supercenter, it wasn't that super of a parking lot. But I rolled through it anyways, and sure enough, there was this, you know, they have these blacked out, you know, like Ford, you know, or maybe Chevy Silverados or something like that. They're all blacked out, and they got these, you know, flashing blue and green lights on them, you know, and trying to make them look, you know, intimidating, I guess, you know. Sure enough, there was one sitting over there when I came pulling in, and they were just eyeballing me the whole time that I drove through, like just getting ready to come over. You know, as soon as they heard the air brakes release or get set, you know, they're gonna roll over there and just tell me to get lost. So I went ahead and just rolled through that parking lot, found my way back out, and then the other thing that came to mind was Home Depot parking lot. And like, you know, I mean, I used to be in construction, so I know Home Depot parking lots are usually pretty wide open. You know, they design them that typically because they got big, you know, trucks coming in. You know, maybe not 18-wheelers, you know, but they do. They got big, you know, work trucks, construction vehicles coming in. You know, some of them are real big. And so I made my way over there to it, and right off the top, as I'm pulling up to it, it was turning quickly from like an expressway into a residential thing, you know, like they got this Home Depot back there, kind of like at the foot of a hill. It's over on, I think, Story Road in San Jose. Oh, and I'll just mention this. Here's part of one of my big freaking irritations about California is the way that they have their traffic lights. I'm telling you, it's almost as if they go out of their way to make sure that traffic that is actually coming gets a red light, because all the side street, you know how you're coming along like a parkway or an expressway, and then there will be side streets perpendicular to that cross, right? And it's like every single freaking light was green for the side streets, but not for the expressway. And it's like, and then you wind up sitting at this freaking red light with nobody going crossways to you, and like, you know, a few cars that are waiting at a red light. It just blows my mind. It's really freaking irritating. But so yeah, it's just, man, I don't know. It's something, I don't know. They do that on on El Camino and a few other expressways too, and it's even more pronounced at night. I don't know, but so anyway, so yeah, I'm coming up, and it's kind of like turning into almost like a residential kind of area, and I overshot the entrance to it, so I actually had to, you know, throw the flashers on, you know, they're in the middle of the street, and back up about 20 or 30 feet to try and pull into this entrance. And I did. And and the parking lot, from what, you know, from what it looked like from the street, it looked nice, fairly wide open. You know, not, you know, like some of the other Home Depots I've been to are really big and wide open. This one was actually not at all. It was super compact, and I don't know, it got kind of hairy trying to make my way through there. I had to go push a couple shopping carts around out of the way, and, you know, almost got my wheels up over a couple curbs and hitting branches, you know, with the trailer, and then you know, made my way through it, and got out to the other side, where there was actually like a street that was like, again, it starts off commercial, you know, with a bunch of stores and stuff like that, obviously Home Depot on the corner, and then quickly turns into residential, and with what I think is a school zone. So I actually, you know, there was like a post office across the street from Home Depot there, so I actually got lucky and found a section of curbside where, you know, the truck fit perfectly, and there was plenty of room for traffic to go around it, and yeah, managed to sack out. But that was at like, geez, I think like 2:30 or 3 a.m., something like that, and I basically had to be up at 7:30 to run over there by 8, and so yeah, so that's the kind of sleep that I'm running on today, is like 4 or 5 hours worth, and that usually kind of turns me into a little bit of a little loopy. So yeah. Anyways, whatever. That's all right. It is just driving, and actually I'm through the worst of it for today. All the way through Tehachapi Mountains, and now it's just basically going to be 58 out to, I think, what, Kingman or something like that, and then I hop on 40 from there, or something like that. So, yep, it's all going to be about the cruise control from here on out, pretty much. Yep, so anyhow, I guess I'll wrap it up, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye.